Welcome to the players video for the fourth Missed Mando Mayhem here at Fireman's Park at Niagara Disc Golf Course. This time, we are going to be raising food and money for Project Share, the local food bank here in Niagara. We're coming up to the Christmas season, and these are tough times. People need as much generosity from you, the player, as we can. We're going to be raising money, we're going to be raising food, and we're going to be having a terrible time out here at the tournament. It's going to be miserable, and I can't wait to inflict it upon you. Usual rules of the Mando Mayhem. No drop zones for any Mandos. If you miss them, you have to play backwards until you make the Mando. There will be a series of nonsense scattered throughout the course, especially on standard nonsense, and some new innovations and stupidity for this event. What else we got to cover? We'll cover it as we go through the video. Let's just jump to hole one. Let's go. Disco Robbie is heading to his position at the first Mando. Hole 1, 345 feet. Normally you just throw down the fairway with a little hyzer to the basket. We're not going to do that. That's too easy. We got a double Mando through a V tree on the left-hand side. This takes the easy shot out of play. It also protects hole 10 coming back the other way, and it makes it stupid. So let's go see what that looks like. All right, we are here at the double Mando, which Robbie is so aptly demonstrating. It is, if you're not sure which double Mando it is, pick the narrowest, stupidest one. That is it, because I want to force you to go through that and then have a potential rollaway risk at the other side, or very least a death putt down to the basket, because that is the worst option for everyone. That's it. Nice, easy. Hole 2, 317 feet. There is basically no feature on this hole anymore, so we're just going to throw every ridiculous thing I have at it. We're going to put the Wheel of Mayhem here. We're going to put the Glory Hole Mando here. Probably a putt confidently basket cover on the thing. It's going to be miserable and stupid. But the key is, I'm going to be able to watch it from the pavilion and watch you throw stupid discs and stupid shots and have just a horrible time. It's going to be really fun for me specifically. Let's go to hole 3. Hole 3, we're going to use the short tee pad. 263 feet. Robbie is showing us where the Mando is. We got a little Eastview style up and over Mando. We can't really see it easily from here, so we'll go check that out now. All right, this is the Mando for hole 3. You have to throw up and over this branch here. This tree is on the sort of the left center side of the fairway. It's a little tougher to see from the tee pad, so thankfully we have Air Dancer Disco Robbie pointing the way. Hole 4, 298 feet. I think we're going to start off with a nice little easy double Mando between those two trees that Robbie is showing you there. It won't be the only Mandos on this hole. We got too many trees to allow that. We need to add some stupidity. Let's go. So once you get past that, you have to go left on the hole, and then left of this tree here to get to the basket over there. No problem. Hole 5, a short little 200-foot hole up to the basket up there on the hill. We're going to start off with a Mando to the left of the tree that Robbie is hugging. And then we're going to go under that big fallen one over there. We're going to take another closer look at that one. Okay, so now you come to the fallen log. There's the basket there. You have to go under this one here to get to the basket there. Piece of cake, no problem, easy putt. Hole 6, we're playing from the longs, 238 feet. We're going to start off with a Mando left of that dark tree in the middle, and then eventually you're going to go down to there, and it's double Mando through that V tree to the right front side of the basket. So have fun with that. So then you get to this tree and it's double Mando through there to the basket. You can see it, easy putt, no problem. Hole 7, 241 feet, only one Mando on this hole, I think. Maybe we'll change it when I get to the end of it. But the fallen tree over there, the nice little under the log, Mando under the log. You can hit it with a roller off the tee, as Robbie just did on a practice, showing that the hole is just, frankly, it's probably too easy with just a roller off the tee. But like, fine, we'll give you an easy one at the Mayhem, just one though. All right, so this is the log you got to go under. You can't go under this end. It has to go on this side, right side of this end point. Under the log there to the basket over there, no problem at all. Hole 8, an easy 215-foot downhill to the basket there. This is going to be our ace pot hole. The first time we've had an ace pot here at the Mayhem. $5 entry, and if nobody hits it, all of the money is being donated to the food bank. So be generous and throw terrible. Now, to make this hole a little bit harder, we're not adding any Mandos. 0 Mandos on this whole hole. It's hard enough. But everywhere inside that log circle down there is hazard. Sorry. So you either get it in the basket or it's a 1-stroke penalty for every miss inside the circle. Disco Robbie just gave it a try and he did not get the ace. Sorry. Have fun. Okay, so here is the green. So anywhere inside the log circle is hazard, so you play it from where it lies with a 1-stroke penalty. And let's just, to make it more fun, if you're touching the log, you are in the hazard. So lay up carefully. Hole 9, we're at the first lake crossing. A little 214-foot shot over to the basket. Is it over there? But you got to go left of that tree there, this side of it. Go a nice little hyzer shot around the corner. No problem. Pretty frankly, it's too easy. Sorry. All right, so there's the tree. You'll come around it to the left, and then it's a fairly long way back to the baskets. You need a lot of carrying hyzer to get around this corner to have a look at birdie. But it is possible, unfortunately. All right, hole 10, 345 feet. This is kind of a boring hole. There's not really anywhere to put a Mando, so we're just not going to put a Mando on this hole. Make it really easy. You can throw any shot you want, provided that it is with your offhand. So if you're right-handed, you have to throw left-handed for every shot, including putts. And if you are the opposite of that, because I don't remember what I just said, you have to throw with the other hand. So this should be really funny to watch. It won't be difficult, but it'll be hilarious. Hole 11, we're talking 242 feet into that rock wall over there, but it's the Mayhem. You're not going to do that easy. So we got Mando right of Disco Robbie over there, and then Mando left of Disco Gabby. Yeah, little zigzaggy Mayhem style. Classic. Let's go. All right, so we're going Mando right of this tree, then Mando left of that tree to the basket there. Easy peasy. Hole 12, 240-foot downhill, little right-hand turn. We're going to do Mando left of that Disco Robbie slanty kind of diagonal tree. And then there's a second tree down here that's also kind of on an angle. It'll be Mando left of that one as well. We'll go down there and show you what that looks like. All right, so you got to come to the left of this tree here, and then to the left of that tree right there to get to the basket over there. No problem. Lots of kind of room. Hole 13, playing from the longs. We got a triple Mando. We're going the triangle Mando. It's the formation of these 3 trees here. It's going to have arrows. You'll see it. It's the only Mando on the hole. There's a couple little guardian twigs that may be a problem, but we just did 3 practice throws and all 3 easily made it and have a putt. Well, 2 of the 3 have a putt. The other one was mine. No problem, easy hole. If it's too easy, blame Robbie because he wouldn't let me put in more Mandos on it. All right, hole 14, we're making a new long tee pad noted by these flags. And it's basically the backmost big concrete slab. You're throwing from hazard. And so you have to land past the green flags there to be safe. But the inside the fence rope chain thingy, that is OB. And then you have to go right of Disco Robbie and that tree over there. We'll go a little closer, you can see better. Okay, this flag line is the hazard line. So anything on the T side of that line of flags is hazard. This is standard OB, course OB. So anything over there is OB. Play normal OB rules. And then you have to get to the right of that tree to get to the basket over there. So that'll be fun for you. Welcome to hole 15, 295 feet. And this is the first big innovation of Mayhem 4, called the Archipelago. The Archipelago is, as its name suggests, like the Galapagos Islands, is a series of increasingly smaller islands the closer that you get to the basket. I will show you each one as we go. But basically, you can play it safe. You can lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up, and take like a 6 or something like that. Or, like explorers of old, you can cast your sail for a far distant island and maybe you make it, or maybe you crash into the rocks and burn. This is a sea of out of bounds, unless you go OB 3 times and then the out of bounds sea has turned into a sea of hazard for you. So it's a little bit easier, frankly. But yeah, let's go look at the islands. All right, T-pad is over there. And I'm at the first island. It is a little bit bigger than Circle 1. I don't know, it's what, like 80 feet from the basket? Easy layup, no problem. Now, standard OB rules do not apply. You must come to rest in an island, or you are out of bounds and you have to rethrow until you land in an island. This is very important partner golf style. Island number 2 is maybe 40 feet past the first island. So again, easy layup if you want to. It's a little bit smaller than the first one, a little bit smaller than Circle 1. So we're starting to taper off a little bit. Getting a little bit tougher, but not much. Here's the third island. Again, maybe about 40 feet past the second island. Getting a little bit smaller. But from here, you have a run at the basket. Not a good one, but you technically do. From here, we go to the fourth island. From here in the third island, you cross the equator, like explorers of old, of course, and you have another little layup island over there. Again, a little bit smaller, a little bit tougher, but very close, maybe 25, 30 feet away. Easy. From island number 4, you can run the putt. Maddie says run it always. And there is a tiny little bit of safety underneath the basket. Now you can run it from island 3 and maybe you make it safe in there, or, you know, probably you don't. So you gotta weigh your risk and weigh the rewards, but you gotta risk it for the biscuit, so Maddie says run it. If players are putting from inside the safety island underneath the hanging basket, of course, in Mayhem tradition, the other team is encouraged to give the basket a swing. Because, fuck you, that's why. All right, hole 16, 242 feet. We're going Mando left of one of those thin trees over there where Robbie is, and then we'll cut right and go right of big tree down there. let's go walk over there. All right, so you got to go left of this tree here, and then get back right and go right of the leftmost of the V. Yeah, I go right of that one around the corner to the basket over there. All right, hole 17. We're doing this one a little bit differently. We're throwing from 17B tee pad. But if you're on a pro card, even if you're an AM, you're playing to 17A basket down there across the lake. There's a Mando right of this tree here with Disco Robbie, but I mean, you're not going to be throwing left of it anyway. There's no shot. If you don't think that you can make that tee shot and you're an AM, no problem. You can, only the pro on your card, i.e. someone who is 920 and above, has to throw. If you're the AM and you don't want to risk losing your disc, that's fine. I respect that. You can just throw the one shot off the tee. But there's a pretty big, easy hyzer landing zone over on the left side. That's pretty safe. But again, pro cards, you're throwing down to 17A's basket from 17B. Now, AM cards, and I think all of the women's cards, you are playing, because I don't think there's anybody 720 or 920 and above on the women's cards off the top of my head. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You're going to be playing to the 17B position, but you still have the Mando right of Robbie over there. So you've got a big hyzer off the tee. So yeah, have fun. Good luck. I want to see these tee shots down to 17A. That should be super fun. All right, our last hole, hole 18. We got regular tee pads, the only tee pad here. We are going right of that big tree to the right of the basket. Brings sort of this tree here as a kind of an early guardian and kind of cuts the line a little bit. So that should be fun for you, I guess. And then you have to go between the two big trees over there, between those two trees to get to the basket. We'll go over there. So this was the tree that Disco Robbie was at, and you have to go between these two trees to make your putt on hole 18. So that is the layout for Mayhem 4 here at Fireman's in Niagara. As a reminder, the 0.2 meter rule is in effect. Sorry. But if you bring a food donation, you get a mulligan. You can buy another mulligan for $5. You can buy another mulligan for another $5. If you want to buy more than 2 mulligans, they are $10 each. You can buy an unlimited amount because we want to raise as much money as possible for the food bank. We're also doing a 50-50 draw for, I think, the first time, maybe?
I think.
$5 a ticket, buy as many as you want. And again, as we said, we got an ace pot for this time, $5 to enter. And if it doesn't get hit, we're going to just donate that money as well. So thank you for your generosity. Thank you for signing up to play this stupid event. We continue to be very happy that people keep, for some reason, doing that. We will keep doing them as long as people keep wanting to play them. We got a lot of people playing this one, so of course maybe a little bit slower. We're going to have some cards of like 3 teams. Oh well, too bad. It's only one round. Nobody's in a rush. The other thing is there are no washrooms down here at the course, so please shit and piss before you get here. And yeah, sorry, it's too bad. Let's go. Missed Mando, Mayhem 4, November 15th here at Fireman's. Check-in starts at like 8:45 or whenever the hell we get here. First round, only round, starts at 10. Players meeting 9:45. Bring cash. I'll also have EMT if you don't have cash. Yeah, let's do it. We'll see you then. Have fun.